Yeah, then another thing with men and women, okay? A man, obviously a woman, yeah, she gets to a certain age and she no longer can have children. Whereas a man, he can have children all the way up to his, I don't know, 80, 90 odd, right? But this is another thing I've noticed with the dynamic of men and women, and talking from my own experience of men myself that I've dated as well. A man seems to always think in his head that he's always forever gonna be young. He's always thinking that. And even the men I've dated, they've always, because I've dated men who are like narcissistic, okay, they're always trying to cleverly, subtly like put me down, okay. So, and they've always done this thing like to try and, for example, one guy I dated, okay, he always tried to tell me about my belly, my tummy, when he had the same issue. And he used to try and tell me it's more important for me because for a woman, women are looked at for their beauty and for their looks and for their appearance. So it's more important for me about my belly, you know, that I should keep my belly trim. It's more important for me than it is for him. You know, he just had like these sexist, misogynist ideas. I don't know where he was like getting his ideas from, you know. So he was thinking all the time he's just going to string me along, and then when he finishes with me, okay, he's going to just find any other woman that he can get, and she's not going to be looking at him and his big beer belly gut that he had, okay, because it's not his issue, okay, it was just my issue because I'm the female, okay, but it wasn't his issue, okay, because he's the man. So a man is always thinking like this. He's always thinking, if I'm with this woman, okay, and even if I leave her, okay, if I leave her, she's going to grow old and then she's not going to be able to ever find anybody else. But I'm a man, so I'm always going to be able to find somebody else. If I finish with this lady, yeah, I'm always going to be able to find somebody else because I'm the man. Yeah, a man, yeah, he's always got this arrogant thinking like that, just because he's a man. Okay, men, they're always in their ego, yeah, like this prideful ego thing that they have. They can't help it because they're men, yeah. So the thing is, what they don't understand, this is another thing, and especially they don't understand this when they're young, like when they're in the 20s, they think they're always gonna, if they're 29, they think they're always gonna be 29. You see, they don't realise that at some stage in the life, they're gonna be 35. And then at some stage else in the life, they're going to be turning 40 themselves, and then they're going to be turning 45 and getting old themselves, just like everybody else, yeah, is getting old, yeah. They don't realise, they just think in their head this happens to everybody else, but they don't realise this happens to them as well. This is just people in general, you know, when you're young, this is how you're thinking anyway. You always think, oh, look at them old people, they're so old, yeah, but you don't realise yourself at some stage in your life that's going to be you, yeah. You don't realise that, you know, you only realise that, you know, you only realise certain things with age, okay, and experience, okay. But getting back to the topic, another thing with men, what they don't realise is a woman, okay, a man thinks he can just stay single all his life, and when he's ready to settle down, meet whoever he wants, if he's 30, if he's 40, if he's 50, if he's 60, he's thinking, when I'm ready, I'll meet the person that I want, yeah, and I'll be with them. I'm just going to stay single for as long as I want. They think that they have that option more so than a woman, but they don't actually realise that a woman, in her own way, she has similar option herself, because what they don't realise, when same man, yeah, men, they're always chasing for younger women, okay. A man always wants, yeah, youth, a youthful woman. They equate a young woman with reproductivity, okay. So if a man's 30, if he's 40, if he's 50, he's always looking at and chasing the younger women, okay. Whereas a female is very different in this way, okay. Women, we're attracted, we get to a certain age, okay, so let's start, yeah, let's retract. Men, right, they will get to say 35, 40, okay? And if they have not settled down by that stage, up until that stage, they're thinking in their head, I'm okay single, because when I'm ready, I'll meet who I want and I'll be with that person who I want, okay? But what they don't understand, age keeps slowly creeping up on them, okay? And then it's only when they get to like 35, yeah, 40-ish, up to say the mid-40s, that's when they start to realise, you know what, I'm not 20 anymore. They're still thinking in the head they're 20, but slowly reality is catching up with them, okay? And then eventually reality catches up with them. They're turning 39, they're turning 40, and they're realising that the girls are still looking at, the thing is, they're 40, okay, but they don't realise they're 40, because in their head they're still thinking that they're 20, okay? And then what happens is they're still looking at the 20-year-old girls, young girls, 20, 25, thinking that they're in their league, that they can have any of these 20-year-olds or 25-year-olds. Yeah, this is what they're thinking, but they don't realise that, you know, time is catching up with all of us. And then them same 20-year-olds and them same 25-year-olds, they're not like the 20-year-olds and the 25-year-olds when they were 25, because life's catching up with everybody. Yeah, time's moving on, time's advancing. So the 25-year-olds that are looking at are getting more advanced, they're getting more clever, they're getting more sophisticated, they're getting more switched on. And then the same 25-year-olds that they're looking at when they're like 39, 40, and they're still looking at the 25-year-olds, the 25-year-olds are not looking at them. They're thinking, who are you, big ass grown ass old man? They're looking at them saying, you're a grown ass old man, why do I want you? Okay, I've got my shit sorted out, I've got my life together. Why do you think you're over the hill? Okay, you're past it, okay? Why do you think that I'm gonna want you? Okay, that's what the new 25-year-olds are thinking about 39, 40-year-olds. Okay, so a man is always thinking like this. Okay, he's always thinking, I'm single, I'm a man. Okay, I've got options. Okay, but the same men, they don't realise they probably do have more options. Okay, but the same thing is happening for a woman, but in a different state, in a different way. Because when a woman is getting to like mid-30s up to mid-40s, she has options herself, because a woman's different. A woman's made up differently to the way a man is made up. A woman's mind is different to the way a man's mind is. Okay, so a woman, she still has very similar options herself, because when a woman gets to that mid-age range, she herself then can start, if she's taking care of herself, okay, and looking good, maintaining herself, she herself will attract and can still go for guys 10 years younger than herself. Say she's 45, she can still attract and go for a 35-year-old, but similarly, likewise, she still has the option of dating older than her age as well. She can still be looking, like, she can still be dating the 55-year-olds or the 60-year-olds. She has both options. Whereas when a man is getting to that mid-age range, 35, 45, because he's not looking at the older women, he's looking at the younger women still who don't want him. So in fact, the woman still has more options even than the man. But the man, in his mind, especially in his youth, he's always thinking, oh, I'm the man, I'm always gonna have options. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying, okay, about men and women. Okay, women are not the problem. Okay, you men, you're the ones with the problem. But you're basically right. You got a problem with women, okay, and you need to understand that you're the ones with the problem. It's not the women. The women don't have the problem. It's you men that got problem. Okay, that's part 3 of who has the problem in society, men or women. And check out part 1, part 2 and part 3 of my videos. Adios, la clase, bye, muy bien.